Coming up on this episode of the Geek Sandwich.
Microsoft buys Nokia, the hardware part of Nokia. Verizon buys itself. Nokia sticks it to Samsung before they break from the cell biz. We might learn another Sergio rule.
Mike?
Alright, this and more next. Welcome to the Geek Sandwich number 19. I'm Hugo.
I'm Sergio.
I'm Jason.
I'm Ray.
And I'm Demetrio.
This is the Geek Sandwich podcast for Friday, September 6th, 2013. The Geek Sandwich is a podcast that helps feed your geek hunger every week. We'll talk about geek stuff, whether it's news, gaming, movies, or whatever just catches our eye. We'll also love to take on topics presented by you, the viewer.
Alright, today's episode is brought to you by HTS Digital Design. If you need a new website or a nice upgrade to your current one, you don't have the time, the patience, or even the skill to fix one up, HTS Digital Design can help you with your online marketing needs. Call HTS Digital at 401-305-0690 or email at htsdigital@gmail.com. HTS Digital Design, we're making your marketing solution.
Alright, guys. So, what has happened since last week? What have you guys been up to? Sergio?
Nothing.
You've got to have
I've been playing more Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh.
3? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm catching up on my youth.
Oh my goodness.
What was his name? The three?
Nico?
Demetrio, I think.
Wait, what?
He had a name?
I don't know. What happened? Sergey.
I also ordered a Bluetooth controller for my phone. Waiting for that to come in.
A controller?
Phone clips into it, and then...
That's like a Voda, or a Moga. I have
yeah,
one of those.
this one it has dual analog, sort of.
I think
it was cheaper.
Mine was free. That's about as cheap as you can get. I'll take it.
Jason, what have you been up to?
Working and not working. And playing AC3 multiplayer, prepping for AC4. Broke the top 60 again. On the road to the top, hopefully.
AC?
Assassin's Creed.
Speaking of that, Demetri has a whole, he came in with a hoodie the other day to work. I was like, really?
Desmond. Did you come in with the hidden blade too?
Yeah. I mean, it's a pencil, but...
Ray, what have you been up to?
The usual. I've been working. Cannolis in his mouth. Cannolis. Oh. I actually have one for later on. Wait. Are the viewers gonna watch you eat a cannoli? I think that's what they want. I think that's what they want.
I was at Stop and Shop earlier. I wanted to buy some cannolis, but for some reason all the cannolis, they were only half covered in chocolate chips.
See, Ray works there, so...
But does he make the cannolis?
Who knows?
I do not make the cannolis. They go through people in the bake shop very often. So, very
Go through. Demetrio, what have you been up to?
Just school and playing games and work, basically. Not much.
School.
School. And, actually,
Hugo, what have you been up to?
I was coming to that, thank you. Myself and Demetrio actually spent the day, what part of the day? Kind of going old school, playing some Mario Kart Wii, some Smash Brothers,
and Smash Bros.
And then we actually played some, Rock Band 3, I think? Yeah.
Who did what?
No, I was on the drum.
Yeah, I did some guitar.
And I was on the tambourine.
He was.
Oh, you're the tambourine girl.
He had to have no fail on. He had to have no fail on, or else he can't handle it. So, guys, Futurama ended again.
Futurama.
When did it end? I thought it never ended.
A few days ago. I guess they're leaving it open for Netflix to try to pick it up.
How many seasons have they had?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I'm sad for Fred. That means he doesn't have a job anymore.
No. If you saw the end, they...
Don't ruin it!
They left it... No spoilers. They left it wide open to restart the whole... From the beginning. Everything. Did anybody get a new Wash Galaxy gear?
No.
Nope.
I have a friend that got one. I told him to get me.
What's the special?
I'm more interested in the who makes the other one? Qualcomm's making one. It's actually more of a watch than a phone on your wrist. Seems nice.
I think it's
a very tall display.
Bulky. Just a bit, though.
Alright.
Like Dick Tracy.
What's next, Serge?
Well, I guess we'll go right into news and crap.
Alright, Microsoft purchases Nokia for $7.2 billion. Sergio, tell us about it.
Well, Microsoft purchased Nokia for $7.2 billion.
That we know.
Well, just the handset division. Nokia is holding on to all of their networking and other parts of the business, but Microsoft took over the handset part. I guess they really liked the relationship there and probably felt Nokia wasn't pushing it hard enough.
So, do you know what they got with it? Or no? What Microsoft got in the whole purchase? Well, Microsoft got like hundreds of design patents for phones and stuff. Nokia cannot make another phone. They will be able to in the future, but as of right now, they can't because of licensing agreement. So they still are companies somehow.
See, does that mean like now that all the Nokia phones are going to have basically MSN, like Microsoft?
There will be no more Nokia phones for years. It's going to be a Microsoft brand or something else. Microsoft can't use the Nokia name either.
Oh, they can't?
No.
So they can't say like formerly known as.
No.
They just have to brand it as Microsoft.
Anything new is going to have either Microsoft or whatever maybe a Skype name or something. I don't know. Get the new Skype.
Soon.
But
Xbox phone.
They can't use the Nokia name because Nokia is still a company and they didn't
buy them out.
They didn't buy them out for that, yeah.
That makes sense.
Phone.
Android gets a little chocolate.
Chocolate. Say it slow.
The next Android phone OS will be named KitKat. This would mark the new chapter in Google since they never used a trademark name. How did this happen, you may ask? Basically, Android called Nestle, asked if they'd like the deal and promote Android. Within an hour, both companies were in agreement. None of the Android employees knew about it, though, and especially since there was no money exchange for the whole deal. It all actually went down like in 2012 when they talked about it. So that was a little secret that they actually kept from all the Android people. There is something for everybody, though. Nestle is going to kind of be pulling a Willy Wonka thing. So you open up the KitKat packages and you might find something like the golden ticket and you can win like a Nexus tablet or some other device. I didn't really look into it, but
I was going to say, is it like one of those things where if it's kind of like that, you know what you're going to win, or is it going to be like a code, or do you have to visit the the Android factory?
Maybe. You might have to. And the deal did go down with Nestle, so that means U.S. wouldn't get the whole package. But somehow they got Hershey's to give them a break. And so they'll get to join the venture, and everyone will get their Android enhanced KitKat bars and phones.
I think they'll be getting their just desserts.
The animals?
The chocolate ones are
it's not actually a
Hershey's.
phone.
The phone thing will just be the name. I'm sorry, Ray only has the feature phone, which is kind of like the old Nokia phones.
Wait. So, if we have a Droid phone, like I do, I have a Droid DNA, which is why I got my Moga for free at PAX East. What? Do we get complimentary KitKat Android bars? I think we should.
I don't know.
To all the people with the iPhone, sorry, but I don't think it's fair. Anyway,
Verizon pays $130 billion to Vodafone.
in one of the largest deals in global corporate history, Verizon Communications agreed to pay $130 billion to buy Vodafone Group, 45% stake in Verizon Wireless, and take full control of the nation's top wireless carrier.
Largest.
Yeah, we can't really say top. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably near the top.
Maybe. One of the two. Do you guys think that this is going to help Verizon at all in the stateside?
Probably not, because isn't Vodafone based in Europe?
Well, Verizon just bought the whole rest of the shares. So now Verizon Communications owns 100% of Verizon Wireless, which before Vodafone and Verizon Communications owned half and half, well, kind of 45 and 55.
So the only reason why I asked that is because even if they get that, it's not guaranteed that they're going to keep the business they already had. Like, they're going to have to find some way of keeping the people who are, like, Vodafone devotees to keep them around, like, throw them deals and stuff.
Why would they want to keep... This is... Nobody in the United States, they probably didn't even know that Vodafone was a part of Verizon Wireless, the whole deal. So now Verizon Wireless now has 100% of the profit, which before half the profit was going overseas and money was going away from this country, basically. So now Verizon can actually use the profit to make better towers or better service, hopefully. And hopefully also prices could go down somehow.
Minus the $130 billion they spent.
Yeah.
Alright, so... And I think
it's a lot like back in the day. Remember Singular? And how Singular bought AT&T Wireless away from AT&T?
Mm-hmm.
And then they spent like 2 years converting AT&T Wireless, all the towers.
But that was all planned.
Stores.
They're idiots. They wasted like $8 billion on the whole thing. $8 billion.
They merged them all into one super network, and then AT&T comes and buys Singular.
It was stupid. Okay, somebody put this article in here somehow, but
that was me. I put that.
All right, Serge. 27-year-old Canadian couple decides to raise their kids like it's 1986 for a year. Sergio?
Yeah, so this couple up in Toronto, they were sick of their kids. They have two kids, one's 5, one's 2. And they're always using some device. They're always on like a tablet, always using one of their iPhones or smartphones and playing games on it. So they drew the line. They're like, this is not good for them. We're going to raise these kids exactly the same way we were raised. So they've cut everything out of their lives and out of their home that was made after 1986. They have no internet, no computer, no smartphones, no cell phones. They cut everything out, no cable. They're using like old tube TVs, so whenever they get off the rabbit ears, which I don't know if that's still hard to analog.
There in 19
Yeah, there were.
Weren't there?
Yes, there were.
Oh yeah, but nobody owned them.
Oh, okay. Continue.
Now these people do.
But that was a pretty interesting story. I'm looking forward to seeing how things go in a few months.
So when did this all start out?
Very recently. The article just came out today. So
I don't think
really
they're going to make it.
I want to see the first week.
Yeah, I know. Right. I want that too.
You know what? That's the thing. Like, I bet if they can stick to it for a few weeks or a couple of months, I think they'll come out of it not going back to everything that they had before. They're not going to just all of a sudden start binging on technology.
I don't know about that though.
I cut out cable TV a long time ago, and I couldn't dream of going back to it now. I'm much happier without it.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Amazon now offering users discounted or free digital versions of print books bought through its site. Jay?
It's kind of interesting. Amazon has announced that they were going to start a new program today. It's going to be called the Kindle Matchbook. So it's basically going to offer digital versions of print books that were bought through its online bookstore from customers. So that's going to be between like zero cost, so free, to $2.99. So you can actually get those titles that you had bought before. And it also depends on the title. Now, I don't know if it's like an older title or one that's not around as much. I mean, if it's a digital copy of it, really doesn't matter. But it's pretty cool. And it actually covers book purchases all the way back to 1995. So, because that's when it first started selling books to people online. Personally, I'd rather have the actual print book I mean, that's me being old-fashioned, probably living in 1986 from Sergio's story. But there's just something about having the book in front of you. I mean, you could do that with a tablet and like actually turning the page. I know it sounds ludicrous.
I've got both versions of it, of like paper and e-versions of books, and you know, reading the e-version sometimes it kind of kills your neck. Like there's something with the lights or something that like messes with your neck, and a lot of people they like it's weird, but they like to smell the books. They like the smell, like the feel, and it just separates you from all like technology and just slows you down.
Yeah, it's a bit more efficient reading a paper book too. Like if you're reading an e-book, you have to like take your hand up, you have to swipe across the screen when you want to flip the page. When you're holding a book, you kind of have like your thumb on the next page and it's ready to go, and it's just one little quick movement pushes it over, and then you can kind of hold your spot in the page, and you can just flip back like 50 pages to read something again, and then flip back to where you were.
But then also on the e-version, you can actually bookmark the page, just like click at the
Yeah, you got to remember to bookmark it. Oh yeah, I think I saw something in chapter 2.
It does
quickly go back to it.
Yeah, but it does leave off, like you just close the e-reader device, it'll leave off to where you left it, so you don't have to like stick I gotta find a piece of paper and stick it in my book or something.
The only way I guess I could see it being beneficial is like if you're going to bed or whatever, you don't want to have like the lights on. You can have the e-reader, but it strains your eyes.
Here's a good thing for if you do have a print version, and say you have a Kindle or iPad or whatever. You go on vacation. I don't want to bring a bunch of my books. I have my tablet or whatever, and you read it on there. And then you get home, I continue on the page on the physical book.
I always read e-books in inverse. Black background. Black background with white text.
I do
a lot
that.
easier on the eyes.
Yeah. I do that.
Or you could just wear Gunner Optics.
Yeah.
Those help. It doesn't matter.
I have one more question about this Kindle thing. Who is the pyro at Amazon who's naming these things? Kindle Matchbook? Kindle Fire? What's going on over there?
Oh, yeah.
Next thing you know, it'll be like the Kindle Blaze or something.
Yeah. Well, they're burning all of the books. I mean, we don't need them. You know?
Old-fashioned book burning.
Yeah, the Burning Man. All right, what are the most corrupted states in the U.S.? Demetrio, tell us about that.
So, there's an order of how the corrupt states have been based on a census of people convicted of the public corruption from the years 2000 to 2010. Let's put it this way. Little old Rhodey came in at number 27, but North Dakota steals second place. Woo! Way to go.
Who's in first?
The only reason
Louisiana.
27th. Oh. The only reason Rhode Island came in 27th is because some of the people over at Federal Hill there made some phone calls.
Probably.
Yep,
definitely. When I read that, I had to go over it like 8 more times.
Sure.
You know what I find funny is that Hawaii is more corrupt than Rhode Island.
Hawaii.
Alaska is more corrupt than Rhode Island. Like, how the hell is that even possible?
Yeah, you betcha.
Why isn't California more corrupt?
You betcha.
Don't you know?
Because they got things under control.
No, that states.
The people just have riots all the time.
You know why California's so low? California's so low because of, what was that law they had passed with the medical marijuana not even just the regular medical marijuana, just marijuana in general. They're all chilled out, I guess. Either that or they still don't have any money to take. That too.
How is there such a huge gap between North and South Carolina?
True.
It's like North Dakota's second and South Dakota's third. You know, that kind of makes sense.
Aren't some like Confederate and the other ones, Yankees or whatever? I don't remember. Who's the history major here?
Not me.
Pretty simple. You know what? I think North Carolina begrudgingly made people as part of the North. I don't know. I have a feeling they both liked owning black people.
They were both Southern.
Maybe. I remember going through that state and like you could actually see a difference between both states. So who knows? Sergio, what's next?
Let's see. We did the states thing. Okay, so in other news, we got BlackBerry wants to be sold quickly as soon as November.
That's insane. That's impossible.
Really?
Well,
They
if the
can't even
price
get
is
people to
right.
buy BlackBerry phones. Who's going to buy BlackBerry?
Well,
I don't understand why you'd ever want a BlackBerry phone.
Nokia,
I don't.
The keyboard, yo.
Dell, all companies, Dell, Microsoft, and there's somebody else that was actually looking at it. But this guy's insane. LG G2 coming to T-Mobile September 25th for $99.99.
That's a pretty good deal.
That's 4 nines.
I would jump on.
Yeah, 4 nines. $99 and $100.
$100.
Plus tax.
Yeah, plus charges.
Okay.
That's the release date of the Dreamcast.
What?
$99.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out September 9th, 1999.
Huh.
Nice. Well, wasn't that the VMAs as well? That's it.
VMAs? No. Well, was it?
Yeah.
No.
And probably like a whole bunch of weddings.
Yahoo's new logo and the long-awaited rebranding came out.
What a non-story.
I know.
They changed their logo. It's pretty much the same logo. That's all make a big deal out of it.
Exactly. It's like Google when you go on day to day when they change their little search screen thing. Speaking of
Look
Google,
how embossed it is.
I know, right?
What controversy.
Google is seeking to dismiss Gmail privacy lawsuit because it says it has the right to scan correspondence sent through it. Ooh.
How are they supposed to put up ads at the top of your Gmail account? Email.
I smell an NSA scandal. And remember, I don't know, have you guys ever been, like, my home screen is the MSN screen, and at the top, it always says, don't get scroogled with Gmail. And I always laugh.
I have yet to get scroogled. I'm not sure what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean.
I know, it sounds painful.
Ouch. But just Scrooge? I don't know.
You Scrooged?
Yeah. Right?
Elon Musk to traverse the U.S. using a Model S and Tesla superchargers in 6-day trip with only 9 hours spent charging.
He has 5 kids, which he's bringing along with him.
That's insane.
Which is why the Tesla Model S can seat 7. You can get 2 rear-facing jump seats in the trunk. To be able to seat 7. That was pretty cool. Always been a big fan of that car.
Michelle?
Jerry orders Motorola to give Microsoft $14.5 million over patent shenanigans.
That's not nice.
That's very nice. I like it.
Since you're ready.
Virgin Galactic.
Yeah.
Virgin Galactic is on pace for 2014 to start sending people up into space.
Oh, yeah.
I would still do that.
Yeah.
You have the money, you're rich, that's why.
You are kidding.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to call you Walter White from now on. Speaking of that, Serge?
So, let's see, we'll go to This Week in Entertainment. We got Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad and Malcolm in the Middle, and Dr. Watley on Seinfeld is rumored to play Lex Luthor in the next Man of Steel film. He declined this was true, though. He said when asked, he laughed about it and said it was the first time he was hearing this. I think that would be perfect.
You know what? Ben Affleck was actually asked about like 6 months before the actual confirmation that he was going to play was it Batman? And so this might be the same thing. It just kind of got leaked and Bryan Cranston's like, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
So you think he's playing dumb?
Maybe. Or he doesn't even know that they are going to ask him, and you know, they've got agents and stuff they have to go through and to protect all their stuff and who they are. And,
well, if they were on an NDA,
Gotta-
whoever released that's screwed.
They gotta have some surprises for Comic-Con.
True.
This really blew my mind that he was a dad on Malcolm in the Middle this week. That, I was like,
You didn't know that?
I did not. I watched this guy on Breaking Bad, and I saw the cover of Malcolm in the Middle. I thought it was two completely different guys. It was like 2006 when Malcolm in the Middle was around.
Oh, before that, dude.
Oh,
It probably went off
way
the air.
before
it went off the air in 2006.
Yeah.
And sheesh, never put together. But
Well, you don't really see their dad a lot.
He was also
I do.
brother on How I Met Your Mother.
Sheesh. Oh, really?
Yes. Let's see. Sir Ian McKellen has signed on to play Sherlock Holmes in A Slight Trick of the Mind, Bill Condon's film adaptation of the Mitch Cohen novel. I'm not familiar, so.
So he's going to play Sherlock Holmes? Well, he's going to go back to Sherlock Holmes.
He looks like he's going to play Sherlock Holmes.
So I thought Iron Man was Sherlock Holmes.
No.
Maybe now it's a bit more serious.
No.
Oh, come on.
Well, is it going to be a British themed? Because then I could see that happening.
Maybe BBC is taking over. I don't know.
Maybe.
I didn't really look into it. Sorry for all you bachelors out there, but Scarlett Johansson is engaged.
Wah, wah.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. You know why? Scarlett Johansson got a movie coming out. And Scarlett Johansson goes full nude.
What?
Which movie is this?
Yeah, just saw it like an hour ago. What was it?
You saw the movie? Or the preview?
No, it's something.
Who is that? Who is that?
That's RJ eating a cannoli. He's supposed to wait.
Always live video. Rookie. Let's come back to that.
Video games sharpen older brains.
So I guess old people are playing more video games nowadays.
Does that
Name of the movie is called Under the Skin.
Wow.
By the way.
so does
Skin.
does that
Demetrio
mean
likes
that-
skin.
Nothing under the skin either.
So does this whole video game sharpening older brains thing, does that mean if they start playing Call of Duty, they're going to start shooting up people, and then this whole debate about video games causing people to kill people, blah, 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 blah.
I've got something on that.
Under the Skin
About
is the name of the movie.
Thank you,
We heard you, Sergio.
500 years ago, or whatever it was, when the Romans were conquering whoever, did they play video?
Everyone's?
Did they?
Probably.
What happened back then? Because video games affected them, right? Because there was technology back then. Screens with people shooting each other.
Yeah,
You
but
know what?
There were
The
cave
Romans-
paintings of that, though.
The Romans actually they were like one of the first to come up with a way to keep people from being violent to each other. They created the Colosseum, where people could go and watch gladiators fight each other, or people get eaten by lions, and then
Awesome.
that got their aggression out so that they wouldn't go and be violent towards each other.
Okay, so we got video games.
Just like
and
we have video games and violent movies today, it gets our aggression out so that we're not violent out in the real world.
there we go.
Violent people are going to be violent. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they play video games or not.
So we got video games and people fighting. So why don't we mix them up and make a new RoboCop movie?
No.
Anybody interested in the new one? Coming out?
No.
I'll see it. I like
Nope.
RoboCop. I think it's a reboot. It's not taking anything away from the original. The original's still going to exist. It's just going to be, a different twist on it. I think it'll be able to stand on its own, but I think it's going to be the people who compare it too much to the original that's going to sink it.
yeah.
Well, is it just the one? I thought there were two RoboCop movies.
There was 3 RoboCop movies.
Yeah, 3.
And the ones past the first one weren't all that great.
Well, this might
And
follow
even the first
suit.
one, a lot of people didn't like it because it was very, very violent, over the top. So, but that was kind of the point of the movie, was about, humanity and losing humanity and, humanity at its worst. But
Interesting. Oh yeah, I was also
Hey, look at
informed
this.
of this
Yeah.
at work today, of all places. So one of the viewers right now sitting in the channel, are they boycotting the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? I don't know, but the person who just asked that question has a birthday coming up. Well, it's technically past because it's a minute past, but Old School Drama, aka Edmund, in the channel right now, has a birthday today, so he wanted a little shout out.
The guy that was responsible
The guy that
for
you
the
used to
Pirates
first.
movie,
Yeah.
which will be
Right out.
named after the show. Talked about after the show anyway. Hey Serge, tell me what's next.
let's see. It looks like we've got our gaming corner. Today's segment of the gaming corner is brought to you by the Havenshine Game Center. If you're a console gamer, you need to check this place out. From Super Smash Brothers to Fight Night, they've got the gaming tournaments going on all the time, where you can win some serious money. Look for them on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/Havenshine Game Center for more event details. Havenshine Game Center is located at 30A Martin Street, Cumberland, Rhode Island. Hells yeah, game on. I'm Sergio.
Oh, live editing.
That's awesome. So, last week we ended up releasing some upcoming release dates for, I believe it was the Wii U/Nintendo things. This is going to be mostly cross-platform, but we have a couple of release dates for upcoming stuff within the next 2 months. So for those of you that are Disney fans and whatnot and played Kingdom Hearts like crazy, Kingdom Hearts, the HD reboot, is coming to, I believe, just the PlayStation on September 10th. Also, NHL 14 for any sports kiddos that enjoy doing that. The 9th...
PlayStation.
Huh?
Which PlayStation? The one?
Yes, the one. No.
Oh.
PlayStation 3. Because it's the remix of the 1 and 2. That's why it's called 1.5.
Oh, okay.
So people are going to be buying that like crazy. The week after that, on the 17th, we have GTA 5 or GTA V for people that can't read Roman numerals.
GTA V. They're all
Yeah.
V.
Yeah, exactly.
V.
So that's going to be the big one there.
Wait for W, X, Y, and Z.
I know, right? Well, Z means it's the end, so you don't want that one to come.
It's the snooze button.
Yeah,
They start going double. A, B, A, C.
No. Coming up on the 24th, we have FIFA 2014, and cool story. What?
FIFA 14.
Like 2014.
XIIII.
Yeah, that's true.
XIV.
Cool story. There's a kid from VVV Gaming. So some people may know who that clan is, but he's a world-renowned FIFA player. His name is Mike, and he actually ended up winning a competition. So if you play FIFA 2014, you might see a celebration, like, when a person scores a goal, they do the crazy running around, beating their chest, like that type of thing. There's a magician. It's going to be called the Magician, I think is what it is. That's going to be a celebration in the game because he won a competition for FIFA, which is actually pretty cool. Coming up in October on the October on the 1st, you're going to have NBA 2K14. On the 8th, another big game coming in quarter 4 is Beyond Two Souls. That's the one where it's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to involve Ellen Page. They used her as the main character, so it's going to be great. Yes.
Wait a minute. I thought she sued them because the main character looked like her.
No.
And she wasn't actually in the game. And they didn't pay for her likeness.
That's not good.
That's no. They
Yeah,
paid
look it
for
up.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
Dude.
Yeah, I heard something about that too. They got the likeness wrong or something like that.
I was gonna say because the mocap and stuff that
Oh,
they had
wait, no.
for that was all
She
next
sued
gen.
The Last of Us.
Oh, because
Who's the
they
last?
made The Last of Us
Naughty
was
Dog
a game
game.
made by Naughty Dog, and I can kind of see where they kind of did that with Ellie, the girl.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, that kind of makes more sense now too, especially
Yeah.
if she's being paid to be in another game.
Because
Yeah, these
Beyond
guys are.
Beyond Two Souls is by, I think it's Quantic. They're the ones that made Heavy Rain and Indigo Prophecy. They make amazing games. Not many people knew about Indigo Prophecy, but it was a great game. Heavy Rain, absolutely amazing, and Beyond Two Souls is kind of following that path. So it's definitely one of the games that you want to look out for.
Indigo in Europe.
Yeah, it was. I actually still have my copy of Indigo for I think it's a PS2.
Original Xbox or PS2, PC.
PS2.
I think it's it.
And then the last 3 big games that are going to be coming out in October are on October 25th, Batman Arkham Origins, the 3rd installment, and on the 29th, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, and also Battlefield 4 will be coming.
Battlefield 4.
Also on the 29th, for the birthday boy, WWE 14 will be coming out the same day, and he says it's going to be awesome.
Here's hope. See, looks like Xbox One got its official release date. It will be out November 22nd, 2013. A week or so after the PS4.
Right? There's no work at our second that day. We got confirmation from the boss. We are gonna close.
Are you serious?
Since he's getting 2 consoles.
That's hilarious.
Well, at least we're not gonna, us 3. Well, Demetrio might, because he might not get one in time. But
So wait.
they're actually packaging them all up.
Are you getting both, or are you gonna just get the Xbox?
I'm getting Xbox, PS4, whatever.
I don't know.
If it wasn't for Halo, I'd probably get a PS4 over an Xbox One.
Halo kind of sucks now. It's overplayed. I'm sorry.
I need to finish the story.
Spoiler.
He died.
You have the paperback version or the e-version?
I have the paperbacks.
Okay. Go ahead, Sergio. Read the next one.
It's the KG Inafume's next big thing. So it seems his new project is going well, but how will his fans receive it? Well, according to an article from CinemaBlend.com, it's going great. His spiritual successor, Mighty No. 9, has smashed its Kickstarter expectations by leading $900,000 in the first day alone and has already breezed past its first benchmark. You may wonder or ask, why is there so much hype? KG Inafume is one of the developers from Rock Band Mega Band series. So he left Capcom, 5 or 6 years ago? Maybe 7 years ago? And so, this is his first big project since leaving Capcom.
You think he's gotten rusty? I don't know.
He basically made a new Mega Man.
Yeah. Is it going to be called Ultra Mega Man or Real Mega Man?
Mighty No. 9 is a robot who goes and fights other robots and steals their powers after he kills them.
Cool. Whoa.
It's kind of like Cyber from Heroes.
Are you crying?
No, but you might, with a big headache from what PS4 is going to come up with. Go ahead, why don't you read it?
The PlayStation 4 might be getting its own Oculus Rift style 3D headset, which I don't know how I feel about that.
From what I've been reading about the Oculus Rift, the thing's pretty amazing, and everybody's kind of on board with it. And they're all saying it's going to revolutionize gaming if they can just get it in people's hands.
Oh, we could play Minecraft with it. It'll be nice. I think Demetrio said that.
Yeah, but that's the Oculus Rift. That's not what Sony is making. Sony is probably a lot cheaper.
Right.
That would be a bit more helpful.
Yeah. It's going to be in pink.
No, it'd be in blue. Sony's blue. Blue
red
and black, I think.
No, the fourth.
We'll have a big glowing ball on it.
Yeah.
And
Should be interesting.
Okay. Serge,
we'll have
what's on the agenda?
Serge? Vibrate.
I think Sergio's going to make his own Oculus-style Rift.
Okay. He's already made it.
Uh-oh.
Sergio, what's on the agenda next?
Geek stuff.
Geek stuff. For a while now, myself and Demetrio have actually been buying some shirts. And we'd like to share these crazy shirts. One of the places...
But from what I understand, Demetrio doesn't wear shirts.
He actually does in the public.
In the
Really?
public.
When he's inside buildings, it's a different story.
Let's not get the passing health codes there.
Ripped Apparel, RIPTAPPAREL.com. They've got
/
No forward slash. They think there's a bunch of artists online, I guess, they design these nice shirts. Demetrio, what do you have on today? Or what did you have on? Did you have a Ripped Apparel shirt on?
No, I did not. I had a T-Fury shirt on.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the same thing. The shirt's $10 plus shipping is like $13. One day, and they'll never have it again on their site. So you kind of have to get the deal. Geeky, techie, if you like Doctor Who, there's a lot of that. But, yeah, check it out. They do not sponsor the show, sadly. Not yet, anyway. But, it's nice.
It'll improve the quality of your life.
Yeah.
Are they kind of like the Unveil?
I've even bought a couple of shirts for my kids. Like one for two of them for my daughter. It's kind of like Powerpuff Girl meets Princess Peach, Daisy, and what was the other one? No, it was a Samus. And then it was Powerpuff Girls / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was like a clash of them.
They got some pretty good they had some pretty good Breaking Bad ones on there.
Yeah, the first one I actually got for them was a Breaking Bad one. It was Legos that looked like Walter White and Mr. Pickman.
I'm not sure if you saw the one, but it was Walter White's Heisenbergers.
Yes. But yeah, check it out. There's a different shirt every day. Sign up. It's pretty cool. Another thing that caught my eye, World of Warcraft, Dawn of the Aspects, by Sir Richard A. Knack. Awesome writer. He writes a lot of the World of Warcraft books. That book is coming out in paperback. So
you can get it on your e-reader if you buy it online.
It's already been out on e-reader. It's actually coming out in print. It's a good story, good book. Good talks about all the dragons and the aspects. How basically before all the orcs and stuff came along and all the humans and Azeroth and stuff like that. Before you even was Azeroth. So check out the book. It's really good. Yeah. Anybody else got geek stuff? No?
I don't think Walking Dead Season 3 is out yet. But it should be out soon, I think. I have to get it when it comes out, though.
Oh, Doctor Who, the seasons with the 9th, 10th, and 11th Doctor will be coming out, I believe, November 24th, if I'm not wrong. It will set you back $350.
Are you serious?
It does come with the sonic screwdriver. Yeah.
The hell is that? I've never seen Doctor Who.
You should. Just stop what you're doing right now and go watch.
I think I saw something called the sonic screwdriver at the sex shop.
How does that work?
This one's made out of Gallifreyan material.
Wait. What's that little thing called that I saw it in oh God. It was a video that was done by some photographer at San Diego Comic-Con, and there were 3 people that dressed up like Doctor Who, and they had this like little light thing.
That's the sonic screwdriver.
That's the sonic screwdriver? Okay.
Yeah.
What is it supposed to do? Is it supposed to like blank you?
It'll open doors, it'll shoot lasers,
it'll analyze stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, how convenient.
It'll tell you.
One little device that just does everything you want it to do.
Throughout the
No, let's not let's not be inventive or write anything new into this series. We'll just have the same thing he's been carrying around, do everything.
Well, it's a different person each time.
I need to open this can. Does anybody have a can opener? No, but I have the sonic screwdriver. It opens cans now. Why the hell didn't it open the can 2 seasons ago? I just have a Phillips head crashing.
But Sergio, we don't have a Sonic. We don't have a Sonic up here.
There's one near us.
I was gonna say, do you guys have Sonic?
And a knuckle screwdriver.
They just opened one in Fargo.
We have none up here.
No, we don't. We do not have a Sonic up
here. There is 2 in Connecticut that I know of, and there's 2 in Massachusetts.
There might be one in Sept.
There's not one in Rhode Island.
Sergio?
As of now, no.
Serge, what's on the menu?
Hey.
Next on the menu.
We go back to that tab. Let's see. Well, we have our This Week's Dumbass of the Week, which I think we're just repeating the one we had last week because it was that big of a dumbass.
Well, actually, it's somebody that kind of did the same thing, but she took it it wasn't as bad. She didn't combine.
Right.
Well, how should you explain?
It also this week's Dumbass of the Week does involve twerking. It's if you have to see the clip on YouTube, you have to find just type in twerking fire and it'll come right up.
It's listed under worst twerk fail ever. Girl catches fire. We'll let you use your imagination to guess what happened.
Oh, we kind of have to say what happened, don't we?
No.
For those that do not want to see what happened.
That's true. For those with young minds that we don't want to destroy, we probably should tell them.
Serge, go ahead, do the storyteller.
Okay. So this girl, she's videotaping herself. Videotaping, like it's 1986. She's
digitally recording.
Yeah, she's webcamming herself. Maybe she's iPhone camming herself twerking because that's you want to be able to see the replays on that. I gotta see how well I twerked. So she's recording herself twerking, and she's getting really into it. And for some reason, I don't know, is this a thing? She goes into a handstand up against the door.
That's
and
a
she
thing.
starts twerking upside down. Was it inverse twerking? Like what's? Anywho, so she's doing a handstand. She's up against the door. Her friend or sister or just roommate, somebody opens the door. Now let me fill in the picture a bit more. In front of her is a glass coffee table with lit candles on them. Friend opens the door, knocks her over. She goes slamming into the glass coffee table, completely shatters it. She's now sitting in a pile of broken glass. And then to add insult to injury to more injury, she then catches on fire from the lit candles.
The only thing that could have been worse is that if she was like a fan or some sort of a chandelier, and she hit it on the way down, then that landed on top of her.
And you know what's really bad about the situation? Okay, she's on fire. What do you do when you're on fire? We all learned this at a very young age. You stop, drop, and roll. How are you going to stop, drop, and roll on broken glass? That was a lose-lose situation for her.
Was she still twerking?
No, that would be a seizure that she was having.
Oh.
She was doing that fire though.
Yeah, because if you look at the space, like I wish there was an aerial view of this to see what around her was also flammable. Because she's got something on the couch that looks like it could easily fall on the ground. The dresser next to her, I don't know what the heck's in it. Is that a cat? It's a cat. I don't know. There's something in there, but yeah.
Time for the lame joke of the week. Perhaps this twerker was also a fibber. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Oh. All right.
Oh, man, you go. Keep going.
Well, call me old on chat room and in the podcast night.
He's just saying that because you're older than him.
I'll just another splash or something.
Let's see. Up next is the Geek Rant. Let's see. I've got one that's not so much geeky. It's just more of a, human beings trying to interact with each other in a social area. What really bugs me is that, any store that has multiple registers, and some registers are open, some registers are closed. And now there's like big lines forming at the open registers. And you've been waiting in this line for 5-10 minutes. And people are kind of coming in behind you, and people are just kind of getting there. And all of a sudden, cashier walks over to a register and just turns it on. Just turns on their light, not, hey, you've been waiting in line. I'm going to be opening register 7. Why don't you come over? No, none of that. Just walks over to the register, flicks it on. And who are the first people to get in that line? The people who just got in the line behind you. They just run over. They don't say, hey, you've been waiting a while. They just open register number 7. How about you run over there?
But that's not how people over there work. The management's supposed to go over there and bring the people over or tell them what to do. I mean, Ray can't know he doesn't know what he's doing. He just the register.
This happens to me all the time at BJ's.
Wait.
A lot of people don't know what BJ's is.
Sergio.
BJ's is like it's our regional little Costco over here.
Sam's
Club, Costco. What is it? Berkeley and
Jensen. It's a big box.
Berkeley and Jensen. Yeah, but the thing that Sergio completely forgets to say during this whole entire thing while he's waiting in line at BJ's is that there's a self-check counter in the middle that he could be using.
There's more than one. There are more.
There's more than one. More than one.
I always use self-checkout.
I don't know.
Sometimes the self-checkout's just turned off.
And you just stand there for about 5 hours.
With self-checkouts being turned off, this happens all the time at Stop and Shop, too. Just self-checkouts that are off.
Ray, get on that.
I have the answer. They're either broken, out of money, or there's something that is, I don't know.
Here's the thing. If it's out of money, you put a sign on it that says credit only.
Oh.
Because I'm sure there are people that pay with cards all the time.
I'm sure cash is in the minority at this point at the self-checkout.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm.
But then again,
what's up with the Stop and Shop at Lincoln with the slowest database lookups I've ever seen?
They are very slow.
I do the scan it, and I get to it, and I scan in my scan it, I scan my card, it starts pulling up my order.
What's the scan it?
And it's a little line.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I see them.
And it literally, it's 10 seconds between items coming up on the screen. I could scan in my stuff faster than how this thing's pulling up.
How many times have you been audited?
Oh my God! You know what? Thankfully, it's probably been. I mean, I don't go to Stop and Shop that often anymore, and I had to do a lot with the audit. But I haven't been audited. I want to say in a couple of years. But before that, every single time I'd go, I get audited. Every single time.
So wait, when you get audited, do you self-check out and they call you over and they're like, "Sir, are you stealing anything?" And they go through everything for you?
Something similar like that, yeah.
Yeah, it comes up on the screen, says, you need to be audited. And then I have to wait for somebody to come over and scan my stuff to make sure that things that are in my bag were also in my order.
Wait, so does that mean they have to, re-scan it, or,
It used to be 5 items, but now it's 7 items. Just to pass, yes.
Wow.
And a lot of times I would have less than the required number of items that they needed to scan.
A lot of people don't know what to do at that point. Well, you just scan whatever you have in there. If it's 3 items, you scan 3 items. A lot of people just oh my God, can you buy some gum to make it 7? What?
Okay, is it certain items?
He's buying a ton of diapers, baby formula, and condoms. Sergio, no, nice.
Need the baby formula to cut the cocaine.
Oh.
It's at the front of the store now. I'm sure Sergio saw that.
What, the checkout?
the baby formula.
So wait,
I don't go to Stop and Shop unless I absolutely have to.
Oh yeah, but I thought maybe. Oh yes.
it's easily accessible to be stolen. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's locked. It's locked. It used to be just open in the aisle, but now they've moved it in the front of the store and they're locked, as they say, locked. But
Like
you
in a
just
cage, it's like Blue
Yeah.
Rhino.
But if you just, it's not even that. It's like a very shoddy, like, I don't even know what it's made out of. It's like metal and board.
You have to
But, like,
slide it over and then you pick it up.
Yeah, the glass. Yeah, you slide it over. But if you just reach in the back, the whole thing comes undone.
Oh, thanks.
You just revealed the
You
secret.
just told everybody the secret.
I did.
I once actually at Lincoln's Farm Shop when I was actually employed there many moons ago saw a lady just run out of there with 2 white bags, non-Stop and Shop, full of like either I think it's all baby formula. And as soon as she hit the first set of doors, security guard, now he was a heavy-set guy, and he was just huffing out the door, and she saw him drop the bags and was like running out the door. Making a long story short, she was at the end of the parking lot where I think was a Hollywood Video Game Crazy used to be. I don't know what's there now.
She ran all that way.
There was nothing there at the time. Cops came and some woman cop actually pinned her down. They're actually there fast. At the end of the parking lot, and she was wearing nothing but like a bra and probably pants. The security guy kept on like grabbed her coat. She took that off, ripped her shirt off, like basically grabbed her shirt. She took that off, and somehow she ended up with just a bra and pants.
Oh my god.
She was trying to
I think
make
I've
sure
seen
she
that
wasn't
movie.
stealing anything.
That was insane.
Did he deliver a big sausage pizza?
Sergio, what if?
What if you had used the self-checkout?
What if?
Yeah, what if you?
What if the computer was never invented?
Yeah.
Oh my
We couldn't do this.
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to
That's
bed.
that answer.
we would never have this show. Sorry. Sergio, do you have a rule for us? By the way,
No.
you touched my phone.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, that's...
No, I didn't.
So now Dimitrio's infected is what you're telling us.
Right after I went.
Yeah. And it's got those grooves and the little plus minus buttons on the side, and it can hold a lot of material inside those grooves.
I've got a bump.
And like within the groove of the button, within the main button down there, it's like different materials and liquids get in there. Semi-soft.
Whoa.
Was it?
You're getting into way too much detail.
So Sergio, new rule for this week?
Where would I get my porn? That was never consistent. You have to make it yourself, I guess. So.
Oh, those pirates.
Arg.
I guess he doesn't have a rule, does he?
Yeah, we're still waiting on your rule. You're avoiding the rule. You diverted that to Hugo and Demetrio. See what you did there?
I guess if people haven't heard it before, rule number 23.
Oh, the one from your Twitter.
If you pull a pen out of the pen cup and it doesn't work, don't put it back in the pen cup. Throw it away.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the one he used on his Twitter. Hold on.
I has the Twitter.
You had the Twitter. At least I thought you did.
Yeah. He doesn't use it. He doesn't use any social media anymore. Maybe that thing called Google Plus. I don't know.
I use Google Plus to see when Genmod releases new stuff.
You were close. It was rule number 43.
43.
Was it the same? Oh, the same rule. Okay, so not 23, 43 people. Make note of that.
Yeah, it's almost the same exact thing verbatim. When you come across a non-working pen, do not put it back in the pen cup. Throw it away. That was his one of 50 tweets, or 51 tweets.
That's sad.
In,
I think a lot of those. I was
2011.
mad at Samsung and a bunch of those. I remember that.
Like this one, wow, updating from my cell phone is pretty easy. Good job, Twitter, maybe. I don't know.
I'm learning.
Anybody want to know what's coming up next week?
To be continued.
Of course.
See,
I
we
will.
got
I would love to know.
I would love.
Apple's
they're going to announce the same old iPhone again.
a plastic one, actually.
But we put an S at the end of it, and then a C at the end of the one that's cheap. Get it?
But
How cheap?
Dun dun dun.
next week's show, we'll talk about which state has the worst and best internet connection, and also a new Sergio rule, maybe.
We'll see.
And Demetrio and Ray will speak more. Haha. Says Jason. We're gonna have Jason's dad on here next week too.
Oh God. Oh God.
Serge.
For real.
Well, we'll have Sergio's cousin on too.
Yeah.
So they can reminisce.
They'll both talk in Portuguese the whole time,
I'm sure they will.
and we'll spend the time playing.
Oh.
Legends.
Random thought process. I probably should have mentioned this earlier, like way earlier. So, RTPI, come on.
Or no TV.
Exactly. So, PAX East, this has not been announced yet, which I'm kind of surprised because the dates are usually announced right after PAX
Those hot farts.
No.
Hot farts.
Unofficial dates are going to be April 11th through the 13th. The only reason why I say unofficial is because after doing a little bit of digging, the Boston Convention Center, or Boston Convention and Exposition Center, blah, 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 BCEC, has put on their schedule that there was going to be a Penny Arcade East Convention 2014 on those dates. However, the actual PAX East site has not stated a date. So I'd stay informed, because I think that's the weekend that's going to be, which I think everybody from this podcast should go, considering that 3 of us live right outside Boston.
And you cook for it all.
No.
No.
I'm already hosting 1 hotel room. I can't do 2.
Here's a nice little entertainment thing that we could do. Kind of a game type thing. Winter movie draft.
The hell's that?
It's also done on this other podcast, and they share it with everybody in their chat realm on the NSFW show on the Twit network of podcasts. They basically take the whole list of all the movies coming out in the winter, and they each get like $100. Not real money, just whatever. It's all for fun. You want to do it for fun. And they spend the $100, kind of like in an auction, saying who wants to buy which movie at whatever price. At the end of the season, the person that has the number of movies that make the most amount of money wins the title of champion for the winter movie draft or whatever. I thought it would be a nice little thing that we could do. We'll talk more next week. We'll discuss it, and then we can also have our listeners participate.
Oh.
I'll show you guys about this.
You guys.
There's one question I do have.
What's up?
Besides the fact that we taught Sergio that he can't be on 2 accounts at once on Twitch, this doesn't have to necessarily be a group thing, because we can each have our own individual channels, but how would you guys feel about hosting kind of like a game night type of deal, but it would be with people that would be on Twitch, and basically we could have like a group game night where we could do the whole Skype call thing, or hop on the console and play against each other /
We don't have PlayStation 4s or 3s. PlayStation. We're Xbox guys. Sergio doesn't even play his anymore.
Well, I mean, no, you could see.
He's on
You
PC,
could still do it. Anyway, you could see.
No,
but we could do whatever. Like, if you guys wanted to do Battlefield or whatever, you could challenge the viewers or whoever.
Battlefield sounds good.
I would totally lose.
Battlefield.
I like playing the game.
I think we selected already.
I have Battlefield 4 on the PC.
You don't have it yet.
I do as well.
You also don't have it yet.
All right.
What did I get? Oh, maybe it was Battlefield 3.
We'll talk about this and more next week and in the weeks to come.
And that does it for this episode. We thank everyone for listening. If you would like to find out more about our show, please go to our website at geeksandwichpodcast.com. Follow the show on Twitter at The Geek Sandwich. Find us on iTunes, Facebook, and Google by searching Geek Sandwich Podcast. Probably in Google or Bing or Yahoo, whatever you prefer.
That's been rebranded.
And don't
Yahoo.
Yeah.
and don't forget to hit that like button on our Facebook fan page. We love to know who's listening.
You know, we've been getting a lot of hits this past week. It's been insane how much since actually started. Well,
Define a lot.
I don't have the stats up. Facebook's slowing down my computer right now, but it has been insane.
That's good.
It's nice. You could also email us at geeksandwichpodcast@gmail.com. You can use that email address to submit your user topics and audio files, or if you want, you'd like to call us and leave us a voicemail. Sergio, what was that number again?
It's 701-732-0526.
One more time.
Or reach us at our alternate number, 867-5309. Once again, that was 701-732-0526. That's 701-732-0526.
I really think
all
Sergio
natural
could...
male enhancement.
I was going to say, I think Sergio would either make a really good infomercial person or a game show host. I don't know.
Let's show them what they want. It's a new car!
Male enhancement.
This 2014 Chevy Malibu, fully loaded, can be yours if the price is close enough.
That would be patent infringement if he said something else. Oh man.
Although I said 2014 Chevy Malibu, which I'm sure they won't mind. That car can use all the covers you can get.
That's true. I don't think I know anybody that drives a Malibu.
It's too bad. It's a nice car. I'm not about to get one.
What?
And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Later.
This
And
podcast is part of the HTS Digital Network of podcasts. For other shows done by HTS, visit our website at htsdigital.com/podcast or search HTS Digital on Facebook, Twitter, and Google.
Sadler? What? Is that it? Yes, it's over. How'd you like it? I don't know. I slept through the whole thing. Well, you didn't miss much.